Before the heartbreak anthems, before the sold out shows, before his voice became the soundtrack of this generation's pain, Iván Cornejo was just another kid from Riverside, California. A teenager pouring his feelings into a notebook, learning the guitar from YouTube, and dreaming of something bigger than the heartbreak that he felt. But little did he know, that heartbreak would change his life forever. This is the story of Iván Cornejo antes de la fama with Agushto, papá.
Iván Cornejo was born June 5th, 2004 in Riverside, California, a place more known for warehouses than future stars. Raised in a Mexican-American household, Ivan grew up listening to legends like Ariel Camacho, Los Bukis, and Los Temerarios.
A los que al contemplarme rodando en el fango quisieran llorar.
But he wasn't chasing attention. He was shy, quiet, and observant. While most kids were playing games, Ivan was learning chords, teaching himself how to play the guitar through YouTube tutorials at just 7 years old. He didn't have a teacher, no studio, no big plan. Just a kid, a guitar, and a growing storm of emotions waiting to be turned into songs.
Riding the wave of his hit single Está Dañada, Ivan went on to release his debut album titled Alma Vacía, which translates to empty soul, and the name said it all. It wasn't polished, it wasn't radio friendly, it was just raw pain turned into poetry. And with songs like Tú and Noches de Relajo, Ivan was able to struck a chord with a whole generation of Mexican Americans who were balancing two identities, two cultures, but ultimately and more importantly, one broken heart. And as soon as Alma Vacía was released, it immediately started to climb Billboard's regional Mexican albums chart. And with this, Ivan was able to prove that he wasn't a one-hit wonder, and he was here to stay.
In 2022, Ivan dropped his second album, Dañado, meaning damaged, and it hit just as hard as the first one. In songs like Dañado, he actually told us it was the male perspective of the song Está Dañada.
No se me sale de la mente en la forma que bailabas cuando gritabas.
Fun fact, we actually got to hear these songs months before they dropped because we invited Ivan to the garage to film some content. You guys let us know if you guys want us to drop that. The songs showed growth, but the heartbreak was still there. The sound was sharper and more mature. We actually got invited to be part of the album cover, which unfortunately didn't make the cut, but at least we made it to the lyric video ones. He launched the Dañado tour, his first ever headlining tour, and he was selling out venues all over the US. From LA to Chicago, the fans sang every word with him. He was no longer just internet love, he had a real movement going on. He was quiet in interviews, but he was loud on stage. Everyone knew this was the beginning to something bigger. He dropped the second version of Dañado and made his second appearance on Agushto, papá, something that we're very, very proud of. He got to talk about the creative process of making the album and how he met Bad Bunny.
And by 2023, Iván Cornejo had nothing left to prove, but that didn't mean that he was done. He went on to surprise his fans with the release of his third studio album, Mirada.
Sé que no estoy loco.
The album's title, Mirada, was a big hint towards what this album was going to be about, which touched upon the topics of depth, reflection, and vulnerability. But this wasn't just sad boy music anymore. Iván Cornejo fused indie rock, alternative, and regional Mexican music into something that he truly called his own. And with tracks like Baby Please and Donde Estás, we were able to see a whole new level of maturity in Iván Cornejo's music. When the album hit the charts, it was able to make it to the top 10 Latin albums. Everyone knew that Iván Cornejo was on his way to do great things, but honestly, nobody could have prepared us for what came next, the Mirada tour. The Mirada tour was like something we had not seen before. He was able to build upon what he had worked on for years and was able to go on to do bigger venues, better production, and ultimately better show for his fans. And although many things did change, it was still the same Ivan, the same guitar. The main difference was the stage. He was no longer making videos in his backyard, which was probably how most of us found out about him at first. Now he was doing sold out arena tours across United States, Mexico, and just recently he announced his European tour, which is already sold out. And I'd like for you guys to comment down below, what was you guys' favorite moment or favorite memory for being able to go to the Mirada tour?
In just a few years, Iván Cornejo went from a heartbroken teen in his bedroom to one of the most important voices in regional Mexican music today. No industry machine, no media scandal, just pain turned into poetry. Sadness turned into sound. He didn't chase fame, he let the music speak for itself, and now he's not just famous, he's timeless. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below which artist should we cover next on Antes de la Fama with Agushto Papa, and peace out.